ghouls, succubi and pegasi, hot dogs and old style. Welcome to the Chicago Table.
His Majesty was in command.
In the Whirlstone tunnels, the Derro move ahead, conducting vile experiments on the local wildlife. The party, being the conservationists they are, stumbled upon one such encampment and greeted it head-on. While one of the cave bears fell victim to the wretched experiments, another, dubbed King Carlos, was saved and joined the adventurers after communing with Rastos. At the same time, Nico melted their nefarious captors. Then they continued on, looking for the remaining savants and the lost dragon's egg in an effort to stop the wrath of the Demogorgon upon Gracklstuck.
For the Demogorgon to kill you then instead.
Rise
You
up.
say?
You're just going to wait in town for a Demogorgon to kill you instead.
No. See, that's where you're wrong. We want him to come.
Why?
To fuck up Gracklestug and to bring swift vengeance upon the Dwergar who have kept us down for decades.
Hey man, I hate the Duragar too, so like...
Right. Well, then help us bring him here and level Gracklestug.
He's on his way, man.
Good. We've been summoning him.
Well, I think you did a good job. You should just leave and let him do his thing. That's sort of what he does.
Does
He
he know
will
where
give
Droki?
us-
Does he know where Droki is?
Droki?
Do you know where Droki is?
Droki's kind of his own thing. He kind of does his own thing. Droki, yeah, he helps us out.
Where are you all keeping the egg?
Huh?
Nothing.
The egg, where are you keeping it? Speak now.
I don't know what you're talking
When
about.
we say that, do his eyes like do anything?
No, he looks completely sincere. I mean, I don't know what that is. Are you talking about like food? Are you like hungry?
The savants are playing many different games. Could be a lot of different factions down here.
You know, when I used to do this kind of work up on the surface, when we got all the information we needed out to somebody, Jin would just slice their throat open.
Are you threatening to slice my throat open?
No, I was suggesting that
Because
that's
I don't know
we
what
should
an
do.
egg is.
You have become useless.
Let's just leave him here and go follow Droki. They're in the cages. That's fine.
He's actually not in the cage. He's standing outside, just holding his hands up still.
Put him
Terrified.
in the cage, and that could be fine.
All right, you put him into the cage. You put him in the cage with probably one of the other cages, and there are 3 cages around, and each one has a Derro in it. One of them has Zechariah and Gavin are over there in their own cage. Cool. And you all notice that where the Derro Savant was running towards, there is a path in that direction, but there's also the path back where you all came from as well. But whatever you all want to do.
You do with them what you want to, Nico. I'm gonna go check this path real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll go towards the way that the savant was fleeing quietly, and just to take a peek what's in the next opening or chamber or passageway.
Yeah. You run back in that area, and you can see that it becomes a very, very small corridor that is so small that honestly it'd be hard for anyone not Derro sized to get through. In the same way that Droki was kind of going through all these different little passages here and there through the Whirlstone tunnels, you could tell this is seemingly leaning towards another one of those moments that the Derro Savant was trying to make it down.
Walk back in. Looked like just an escape route. We take some mushrooms and go down it, but I think we just hop back on Droki's trail.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything to the prisoners while I was in the other chamber?
No, I just basically said, we'll send someone to get you as soon as we're done with what we're doing.
If my thing is still going, I'll look at Carlos and be like,
Hey Carlos,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to talk for a little bit, but I can do it again. We're gonna try to find this Droki fella, another Derro. He had He had a hat with tentacles. Maybe you saw him or smelled him.
He did stop by right before you all did.
Do you know how he smells?
I did get a good old whiff of him.
Do you think you could try to smell it out of here and lead us towards that way?
I could try.
That's all I ask, friend.
Oh, I mean, but usually when I do something good, I get salmon.
Well, it's gonna be a little bit for salmon. Wait 1 second, and I'll look around like, hey, what food do we have?
Would he eat, seared Derro?
I don't think so. I look at him. Hey, would you... Man, I know this is gonna sound
I have a
fucked
feeling
up.
you're gonna ask me a really fucked up question right now.
Yeah, would you settle for some flesh of the ones that imprisoned you?
Oh, you mean my old friend?
Friend or captor?
I said friend. I didn't stutter. I was fine here. I'm a
Alright,
bear.
Yeah, would you settle for eating your friend?
I mean, like, no, I don't want to do that. Morality is sort of a...
That's fine. Don't even say another peep.
And I put my finger on his bare mouth. Go,
Hush, it's okay.
All right. I mean, you just asked me to eat my friend.
I
and
know,
so-
I know. We all are taking some compromises down here.
I feel like I'm making a bunch of them.
All for the greater good, my friend. King Carlos.
Oh.
and I look around like,
Man, we have to find this guy some food.
This whole time you're just making intense eye contact with this bear, and we're watching.
Look, we kill a lot of things. But
You
we're
just
fine.
promise someone kinghood, which means endless salmon. Maybe we gotta find this guy some fucking salmon real quick.
I look at the wizard and I'm like,
Listen, I don't remember much from wizards, but I remember they could make food taste really good for us in the fighting pits through a little bit of magic. Can you do that?
No.
Man, what sort of a wizard are you?
and then I
A snake wizard.
Of course.
Jen has got some rations.
Yeah, does anyone have an ability to make them sort of taste delicious or like salmon?
Is this truly a priority right now?
He might be able to sniff out Droki.
I have Droki's trail.
He can eat other Derro than his friend Derro, okay?
He doesn't want-
he can eat
Quick
other
note: you
creatures.
do not have Droki's trail. Just I'm
He's
sure we're all
aware.
aware of that, but yeah, I know you're bluffing just so the listeners are aware as well.
I'll pull out some mushroom like,
Man, this is the best I can do right now.
and I toss him. I hold out some mushroom bit to eat because I had some from the trees that we could eat in my.
You know much about bears.
Man, right now this is what I got. I
I'm a
promise you.
carnivore.
I'm gonna find you meat.
I'm not an herbivore.
All right.
And
Not
I-
even an omnivore, really. I eat like fucking meat, man. That's why I need to survive.
Is Farkas
It's built
with
into my
us?
DNA.
Is Farkas with
My
us?
genetics cause me to eat only the flesh of living beings.
I pull out a ration. I'm like,
Man, have you had this?
I sniff it and pull it.
When you say
across
ration, is it like
beef
salted
jerky,
pork?
yeah, and I pull it across my nose. Go.
Is it beef jerky? So it's made from cow?
No, but I think it's
Okay.
something like that. I don't know what it's made from. It's like processed mystery meat. It's a
Alright.
hot dog, basically.
Ooh, Chicago style.
And I hold it out and I go,
How about this?
I dangle it in the air.
Now all I can picture is like a floppy kielbasa. Oh yeah, it's like a Eastern European like dried sausage. You know? Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have much, but friend, I will give this to you if you lead us on that way.
Ooh, a kielbasa, not bad. Why didn't you say so? He just scarfs it down. Hey, that's not bad. It's a good second or third place to salmon.
Listen, we'll get you first place, but
You did call me King Carlos.
just getting to King will take a while. We're
I
gonna
will
work on it.
personally hold this against you.
Don't worry.
And I look around, sort of with a look like, what have I done? And I'm like,
So can you smell him as for the treat is?
He's gonna put his dark nose upon his gray hair in the air and. Oh yeah, I got him. He smells like sushi. And he's going to start walking towards the door. Oh, should we head out?
Hey, this bear is really hot on Droki.
My name's Carlos.
Everyone follow Carlos and also say hello to Carlos, please. And sort of do a little bow when you say hello. I promised him king, like to be a king. Just go with it. It's
No.
cool. Man, I'm asking you, as a friend who's taken a lot of damage for you, just this one small favor. To just bend as you say hello, Carlos.
I'll just sigh and do it.
It is nice to meet you, King Carlos. I have a new friend, too. His name is Pelic. It comes in the shape of voices that I hear in my head again.
I didn't even think about that. You just got more fucking voices heading your way. Oh, man.
Look, I've got enough mushrooms to worry about than to worry about your friends, okay?
As a Dro, just, just go with it, man.
1,000-yard stare.
He's gonna do it, I swear.
It's this way, isn't it, Carlos?
Just,
Gesture to the west.
to say hello to him, that's all I ask. Acknowledge him.
Head bow.
And a hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Cow.
And as we walk forward, I'm like, man, and you notice I'm bleeding pretty. I'm like,
I'm charred as well.
Well,
Alright.
you guys don't look so good.
No, boy, I hope we have some healing stuff soon.
and we can start following Carlos.
There's a healing potion in my backpack.
But if you want to give it to me, I promise to use it. Right away.
I mean, it's kind of up for grabs. I don't have any more besides that.
Man, if you want to give me that beer, I sure as hell will drink it.
You off a short rest?
No, we must follow Droki while the scent is hot.
I do think the longer we stay stationary, the more dangerous down here.
Then let's follow Carlos.
And I have a potion of greater healing. I don't know if I should use that. 47 of 70 HP.
We have.
Oh, no, he's greater.
We do have
I'm at 19.
the leftover one I have is for the party is a potion of healing 2d4 plus 2. I have 13 hit points.
I have a greater healing.
A regular.
As do I. I could take 4d4 plus 4. Try to get up to 70. That's pretty good.
Whatever you want to do.
I'll look at the party as I hold the potion of definitely greater red healing than the other ones. Be like,
Should I just take this right now? And you take yours.
You might as well just take it. It's fine. I'm going to leave this one in my backpack and not take it in case any of us get knocked out. If somehow I take another heavy blow, which I imagine is going to happen in the next hour, I will just look through my things and find it and put it in my mouth, and I'll be good as new.
Deal. Mine's right here.
psycho. Sick.
Show 'em where my healing potion is in case I go down.
Alright. It's probably good that I took that.
Right.
Very, very good that I took that.
How'd you roll?
Pretty hot. 2 crits and then 2 and 1.
Nice. Did the bear end up going from the passage we came, correct?
Yeah,
And then
so
you went west.
Carlos is going to walk out of the
I knew we had him.
the passage, and he's going to go up, and he's going to go to the left from where you all are at, so to the west,
Damn it.
down a tunnel a little bit, and then he's gonna cut to the north where there is a wooden, like a shrewdly made wooden gate, kind of like if you can picture like a battle time wooden gate to keep out intruders. And he's gonna sniff for a little bit, and he's just gonna put his big bear paws on it, like stand up on his hind legs. And you all can see when this bear is standing up. Have you ever seen like a bear standing up on all? I saw it in Moscow and it was fucked up. Like they train bears to do that, but they're fucking like 10 feet tall. I mean, they're like 8 feet tall or something like that. It's crazy. And he just puts his weight on the door and just flattens it and just puts it down. Just, boom, he's like, you can't understand him anymore, Rostos. And he's just gonna go like a, and he's just gonna start waddling down this direction with you. And he's not really doing anything stealthy. He's just waddling down because you gave him a direction and he's just doing what he's told. It's going to be a winding path. You all want to declare your marching order and we'll go from there.
I'll walk right next to
Assuming
Carlos.
you follow him. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
have to follow the bear.
I'm going to walk right next to Carlos.
Okay, so you're going to be up front then.
Yeah.
You're neck and neck with Carlos. King Carlos, as you called him.
Yes.
Cool.
I told you I had the path, and I'll go to the back.
Also, opposite direction, I think, of what you were thinking. I'm not trying to pick on you. I love that narrative. So you're in the back?
Last.
Keeping
an eye behind.
Jin will take the middle.
Jin's in the middle. Nico, where are you feeling?
Sorry.
Cool.
Next gen in the middle.
Jim Jar is going to go behind Rostos. Rumpadump and Stool are going to be close to Nico. And you can just hear, like, I feel like while Stool walks around with his little dog toy squeaky noises, Rumpadump walks around, just sounds like farting noises because he's quite a bit taller than Stool. But you can tell they're talking and having a good time, like old high school buddies or some shit.
Hey,
Should we quiet them up?
is the audible sound more like squeaking? Because, like, when Rumpadump and Stool talk. Oh, like when Rumpadump and Stool talk, are they like audibly like little plushy squeak toys? Or do we actually get to hear their voices?
Yeah, I mean, plus you all have rapport spores with both of them next to Stool, just constantly pumping them out. Again, Stool's voice is kind of like the lower, regal man, maybe, a well-taught gentleman. Whereas Rumbadump's a little bit shittier and a little bit scared, but taller.
Take.
Yep. And you all you go down this tunnel a little bit of a ways. Can you all still see? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. And then this party is a little bit big for this map, but we'll go for. Carlos is gonna stop at a certain point. He's just gonna kind of growl and just sort of like paw at the earth a little bit, and then just kind of lay down. And he'll point his nose out forward a little bit to you, Rostos.
And is it still sort of lit up by phasers in here?
Everything in this area is.
I look at Dro and I'm like, your eyesight is keen. Perhaps you peer down here. I will look on the ground at what he paws at, and I'll try to discern what he's pawing at, and like look up at the walls to see if it either there's one of those hidden doors like we found at the Derro place that was hidden in a wall or something like that.
You can see he's pawing just to get your attention and pointing forward with his nose.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I think he's saying that straight ahead we might find our man.
I'll join Rastos and look at the ground, see if there are tracks leading the way he's pointing, and take a look and the superior dark vision, see if I see anything.
Do you want to roll a survival with straight up, just because of the crack along also?
18.
Okay, yeah. So you notice there are footprints that were hastily made in this direction, but there are also different kinds of footprints. And having kind of tracked Droki and been around Derro for a while, you can tell these are Derro-sized footprints, but not of just one Derro.
It's Droki, all right. He's got some friends. I say we leave the bear and go quietly from here.
And for my ground survival check in the thing, I got a crit 20 plus 2, 22.
I'll just add that in
okay.
what he just had as
Okay.
well. I think it's the same thing.
And it's just a winding path, correct?
Yep, except he's pointing forward into an opening. You can see a little bit of a head.
I'll rearrange the marching order and I'll go first. And start moving silently that way.
Okay, as you move silently that way, what you see is, can you see that on the map?
No, only my vision works.
Okay. What about that
There
right
you
there?
go.
Yep.
So you do see a Derro who's overlooking a 15-foot tall cliff. And Dro, again, because you have superior dark vision, you can see everything. You see that he is looking at a pit of zombies, right? There are all these undead creatures who looks like they have all these different syringes sticking from them, not unlike the syringes that you saw back in the alchemical lab where you saw the Derro savant and killed him. And they're walking around. Some of them are trying to crawl their way up, and the Derro is sitting there, and he's whipping them down in a language you can't understand. You know it's Derro at this point, or some variation of Dwarvish. He's whipping them back down, and you can just see that these are presumably failed experiments from whatever the fuck these people were doing. But they are more humanoid-esque. You can tell some of them might have been elves, some of them might have been Duergar, some of them might have been Derro, but they are more humanoid rather than just the bears they're experimenting on as well. None of them have two heads, however.
How big was the gap between the overlook, you said?
He's about 15 feet up, but he's paying attention to keeping them down. He does not notice that you're behind him.
Sneak up,
And there is a path to your left as well that goes beyond him.
just sneak up quietly and try to Spartan kick him in the back down onto his failed experiments.
Cool.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna goring rush him.
Yeah.
I have bad strength, so I wish you were up there, but it needed to be done.
Yeah, you walk up and you kick him in the back, and as you kick him in the back, he turns to you, I'm just a pawn! And he goes down, and the zombies just rip him apart and devour him, and you watch as they just completely fucking fly in on this Derro that has been kicked down.
Just get going. They won't be busy for long.
So you come back and tell us that.
No, just go down the left path.
Yeah, you come back and tell us that.
No, yeah,
I thought you guys were
we'll
behind.
follow right behind you.
All right.
Cool. You all go further down the left path.
And I sort of, motion to King Carlos. I give him a thumbs up and come with us.
Yeah. Carlos is still kind of sniffing out a little bit. That was not Droki, by the way. Darn. No, it definitely was not Droki.
Game over. Mission complete.
Yeah,
He's
we
dead.
did it. Out of the abyss complete. Killed a courier. You will go further down this this tunnel, and it kind of winds around. Typical whirlstone tunnels, looking again smoother black obsidian walls as opposed to the jagged, less refined stones of the Underdark. Largely, the Phasris is still glowing a dim red as you go forth, and again you see two patches. I'm gonna pull Jinyu up so you can see everything. Two more patches of fungi on your left and your right. So yet another fork in the road, something you guys have become somewhat familiar with. And then to your, what would be your left, for me it would be your northeast by now, you do see that there are two doors made of wood that are further behind some group of fungi.
The huge.
Are there any traces of Droki going anyway, or any of these tiny people moving around over here?
I don't know.
I'd rather not light up a fungal forest again.
I mean, you could walk through this. Remember last time you walked through the fungal forest, you were very tiny people. You were like 2 feet tall. So now you're all normal size now.
Who has the book of the fungal stuff, or is that the actual thing that we have? Does any of this look like the exploding fungus?
Yeah, I'll check. Reference the book.
It's nearly everything that you've seen before. It's just a fucking mess of it.
I'll just kind of pull out my flint then and hold up the drill. Shrug.
I don't know. That caused a lot of noise last time.
Someone could be waiting on the other side, waiting to do the same thing to us as soon as we walk in, though. Might as well just clear the field, you know?
Lose the element of surprise. If we're going to the doors, or if we're going down the passageway.
Perhaps if we just went slow through. Perhaps if we just went very slowly through the forest.
Doesn't look too big. Think you could get to the door, see how it is for us while we wait back here?
You look much more slender than me, my friend.
He kind of rubs the electrical wounds on him. Yes. But... okay. I'll take a peek. And I'll kind of slowly maneuver my way through this field and try to get to the doors.
Cool. Yeah, you can get right up to these wooden doors that, again, don't seem that spectacular. Comparable to the ones that King Carlos had just sort of beaten down, except these do look a little bit more well-made, a little bit less hasty, and have been there for some time. And a little more secure.
They're not wooden doors with holes in them per se. These are solid doors.
Yeah.
Can I whisper, are there footprints on the way there? Would our man have gone through?
Tough to see. There's mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah, but he would have stepped on some.
They're much more deft than you and I. This is their turf. But there's prints all over these places.
Yeah, I was going to say, using your last survival check, you could tell that there's prints all over it. Whether or not it's Droki at this point would be, anyone's guess. But yeah, Derro footprints all over.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Derro all over these tunnels. At this point, we're in a maze. I like doors, though, instead of endless passages.
I'll look at King Carlos, and I'll point to the door.
Is Carlos still with us?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he stopped doing that.
One way to the door and one to the other, and then give him a a hands up shrug, like which way is I point left
Am I just making him like lame, Chewy? That sucks. Yeah, I wish I could do a better bear impression. He's going to like point his nose towards the doors.
Jin, could you come give me a hand with this?
Okie dokie. Jin will move forward silently as possible and see if the doors are locked.
Still don't have a great grasp on these things quite yet. And I'll watch keenly.
Oh, don't worry, it's not that hard.
You can tell they're barricaded from behind. There's not a lock on them, but there is a beam blocking when you kind of test them out.
Yes, I do believe that they are barricaded from behind, and then I'll look up a little bit and see if there's any noticeable weird things in support structure around the doors to see if like they might cave in if they were opened.
No, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like they were just built into the cave as much as a wooden door. I don't know. I'm not a fucking door architect, Elliot. They're fucking wooden doors. No, you could. Oh, no, I'm just joking. You could open them and like you would not die. Presumably from a cave in. I would say that.
Yes.
But there is a wooden beam holding in the back.
Interesting. Well, I will relay this information to Dro. There's a wooden beam back there. I don't know if we can force them open, but maybe we could try to find a way around. But also it's a cave, so that's not guaranteed.
I say we light the mushrooms in front. Let the doors burn.
It's worked for us before.
They're all going to explode, so let's not stand in the mushrooms at all.
Everybody back up. Go back to the well. Tried and true.
and start pushing
Hold up the flint once
Carlos
again.
back.
I was gonna say, yeah. As you all just like instinctively, like, okay, like do the drill, like, all right, do the thing, light him up. Carlos just stands there in the mushrooms until Rostos goes up and kind of slaps him on the butt and goes, and kind of like follows you backwards, and stands back. And I trust that you're lighting up one of your arrows, Dro. You draw back, you shoot true, and video game barrels. It is unfortunately way louder than you would like for it to be, but then that door splinters wide open.
Run, go.
Oh shit.
Smoke, debris everywhere. As you do hear in the background some chanting.
Ready yourselves, boys. It's time.
It's ad time! Subscribe to our Patreon. All your support helps. Buy sick merch at we'reatstudios.com. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, look at our Facebook and Twitch. Subscribe to our YouTube to see what we do behind the scenes.
We're at Studios is super cool!
I'm not having that conversation again.
No, we can't talk about spider bots anymore.
No.
However, beyond spider bots,
ladybugs.
cheers, boys, to
My ladybug. Cheers to lady.
TJ's idea that he is keeping a ladybug. I'm not going to say your age or anything, but let's just say that TJ is a middle-aged man who has a pet ladybug that he thinks is a ladybug that is definitely a Japanese beetle, and got really upset when someone mentioned the term spider because he thought we were going to unleash a spider in his room to eat his bug. That's what happened.
When you put it like that, I sound like really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a real bug in your room right now? Is that a true statement?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It's a ladybug named Lady.
Is it in a jar?
It's not a ladybug. It's a Japanese
One
beetle.
of those
It's
fake
in a Glad
ladybugs.
Tupperware
It's
that
like
I cut
orange.
holes into for air
Have you been feeding it?
every day.
Every day, what do you feed it?
Slices of apple and lettuce and honey.
Does it eat it?
I think it's alive. It's been alive for like a month.
I was really hoping you'd say like I don't know, like you throw some like bologna in there. Or,
It eats bologna,
Yeah.
hair.
yeah. All right. Well, cheers.
Finally, Joel's the last one to do it. Oh, Elliot.
Jelly it.
Does the mic pick that up?
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
That's disgusting.
Further into the tunnel, you wander. The whole party. Smoke, shattered wood, debris cover the obsidian-colored tunnels It's hard to see anything, but it doesn't really matter because the dominating sense you hear is the chanting that's going on. It's not entirely unfamiliar, but it is a bit familiar. If you all can recall your time from Slubludop, it sort of starts to ring a bit true, and you all can't help but think of these moments where you saw beings become these horrible monstrosities, these jokes of flesh, these disgusting entities, these abominations. I mean, and that word meant nothing to you until you saw this, where you saw bones sticking out of their backs. One person became covered in eyeballs. And this chanting, while it's not the same melody, brings forth that idea. I need you all to make a madness saving throw.
Really?
Roll for a
Just from
charisma.
hearing it?
Yes, just from hearing it.
18 for
Charisma?
22. Charisma
Okay.
22.
Crit 20.
Nice.
Hey!
14.
7. And this is my third failure.
Oh, yeah!
It was 12. So let me describe what happens to you three, and then I'll get to you, Dro, in a second.
How's Carlos doing? How's he looking?
Carlos is too stupid to understand what madness would be. You three, what you just get the sense of is just there's something about the melody of the chanting that brings back visions of Slubludop, that you feel like something is trying to bring forth that same thing that happened at Slubludop, even though it's not necessarily comparable. And I guess like to even make it a little more obvious, the madness that permeated Slubludop, you can tell, has been permeating this whole area. And I don't mean the Whirlstone Tunnels, I mean all of Gracklestug. Right. There's been serious poisoning by the demons, by Demogorgon in particular, which I think you all would be able to tell from just hearing this and surviving it. Dro, on the other hand, bad news for you, bud.
I'm thinking back to the wedding when those things got smushed together and it just...
You're thinking back to the wedding when those two Kuatoa got smushed together and made into one being, but you can't help but, instead of it being this ceremony that at the time I think you probably kind of appreciated, you were a guest of honor or whatever, you can't help but go back to that destruction caused by Demogorgon. Him rising from the water cracked your fucking brain. You're going to have to roll a D100.
$99.
Oh, mama.
As you see these images of tentacles flying around Slubludop, you sort of picture them crawling around Gracklestug. You picture them crawling around the Underdark. You picture them crawling around even your own being. You just can't help but see these tentacles sliding up. And you also can't help but hear that growl of a Demogorgon that you heard. You see reptilian scales. You see bird-like raptor feet slamming the ground. And you think, I cannot allow anyone to touch anything that belongs to me. They might try to take it away from me. And that is a permanent madness.
Okay.
Thank God. I thought you were going to imagine it in high heels. You think the
You see-
Demogorgon would... Damn, they'd look good in high heels.
Yeah, you see Demogorgon and they're just munching on a big old piece of apple-flavored bubble gum, twisting it around outside of a Camaro on a dirt road. No. Yeah, and that you all are just at the going through the tunnel a little bit, and this happens.
Everyone else passed, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Sick. Whew, thank God I got grade 20.
Jim Jar's gonna see Dro kind of holding back a little bit, and hey, you're not normally the one who's fucked up from this group. You okay, man?
Yeah. Go. We should go.
You sure? He's gonna tug on your cloak
Get
a little
off.
bit. Wait, I'm just making sure you're okay.
Don't. It's fine.
Dro, go look inside.
You go.
I mean, you have better eyes than I do.
Is everybody staring at me?
Because you have the best eyes. They're red.
I don't want to go first.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
As Rostos makes a dazed and confused reference.
Is the smoke clearing towards the doors, or is it still
Yeah,
smoky?
you all are past the smoke at this point, going further down the tunnel. Again, familiar tunnels, the chanting grows in volume, and it wraps around. Again, you're starting to realize Whirlstone tunnels.
Oh, we
Sort
went
of-
in through the doors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Whirlstone tunnels sort of seem to be winding in different directions, and as you go further, or I assume you all are going further down.
Yeah,
There's
Dro will suck it up and run to the front. Fuck, fine, all right. And keep looking back suspiciously, and then resume pace.
I thought there was like shit beyond the door. We can have Carlos up there too, I guess, helping
as a meat shield.
as a sniffing boy.
I mean,
we can hear
this is
them at
this
this
is
point.
this is
Oh,
this
okay.
is it. Yeah.
Where we're going.
Yeah. You know this is where you're going.
Dro, if it is that singing, if it is anything like what we saw before, maybe we just leave. You know,
Yeah?
Okay.
Leave. You want to take a peek?
I really can't see that well. I can't lie.
You keep going back and forth.
Hey, man.
Go forward, take a look. Hey, we should leave.
Well,
Go forward, take a
we
look.
assess the situation. If you want to leave, we can just leave.
Let's go take a peek. You hear that chanting?
I mean, we know what it is. Maybe we can disturb the ritual, explode a bunch of mushrooms next to them.
Just, all right, let's go take a peek.
Let's peek
Continue on.
carefully.
Okay. So you all want to go forward and take a peek. However, I will remind you all that an explosion that you set off willingly did just happen. So taking a peek will be taking a peek into those who have heard the explosion before you. You wrap around the tunnel, you can't help but notice that it constantly goes to your right and sort of goes from going, to the north, then to the east, and then to the south, wrapping around. And it seems to come up to a large opening that you all walk through. And let me throw you all into what you see right thither on the map.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
As you walk forward, you see, and I don't know who's leading, but I'll just describe it for everyone. You can see that you're in a cavern that opens up, way larger cavern than you had seen so far in the Whirlstone tunnels. And this cavern is defined by multiple mesas that sort of go up at different levels, kind of like plateau at different points. There's 3 different plateaus that go up all the way. Dominating the scenery is an obelisk. Obelisk? Obelisk. That goes up about 40 feet tall. So this cavern is very large, probably like 120 feet tall. But it goes directly straight up, made of black. And you see, in front of you there are 2 Derro. Behind them is a weird creature that seems to be floating around. It has 1 eye in the middle of it. Also 4 other eyes coming off in tentacle directions. And as it sees you, it goes... Up above, if you look above, and I'm just going to describe this to everyone without any perception checks, just to lay the scene in the area, you see a familiar Derro who is climbing up. He's kind of struggling to climb up one of the mesas, and he has 2 tentacles coming from his hat that were clearly sewed on there. This is Droki, and Droki is climbing up, and he's handing something to a Derro savant. And you can see that the other Derro savant is also handing something to another Derro savant. And there is a dead giant. Or not a dead giant, let's not go dead. But there is an incapacitated giant on this higher up platform, which you can see higher above you all by about 20 feet, based on the amount of mesas that kind of go up there. There is another. Well, there are 3 Derro savants that you have seen from before when you all met them. Same one, like looking similar to the ones that were shooting lightning to you before. There are 3 of them, and they seem to be in the middle of this ritual. They are the ones who are chanting right now. They aren't paying too much attention to you. The 2 Derro guards are paying attention to you, as is the floating green monster with the eyes of spectator.
When we say like we peek around, I imagine Scooby-Doo, Little Rascals.
Yeah,
Heads
you all
around the
blew
corner.
up the whole fucking door down a tunnel. They're expecting something to see. They're looking out for you. I'm not saying they see you. I'm explaining the scene to you. I'm being generous right now. But they're continuing with their ritual. The Derro are gonna see you because they're looking out for someone.
Fuck it, let's go. Let's just leave this. Fuck it. I'm gonna go the other way.
You think we should turn back? And Droll kind of just do a 180-degree turn, and as he does, he'll pull an arrow from his back quiver and fire an arrow at the floating head.
All right, we'll count that as a surprise attack, being as they're just sort of checking you all out, not necessarily sure that you all created the giant explosion that happened back there. So go ahead and roll an attack and damage on the spectator.
18 to hit.
Yeah, fucking hits it.
8 damage.
Sweet, that thing is not super strong. Awesome. And then everyone else, roll initiative.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no.
11.
12. 14.
So we're going to
600.
do some
19.
initiative work.
Oh, shit.
How much damage do you? 8?
Yes.
Sick.
8 is cool.
Super cool.
3 super cool.
Yeah, I like how, Elliot, all your accents are now Russian.
It's hard
Like,
not
you-
to. I can't do a French accent. Even
I
though
know.
that's
You're
French.
like, well, I was doing French. I'm like, no, you weren't.
I was trying.
No, you weren't.
Huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Donkeys.
Yeah, dude,
noise.
that was not even
First
close.
up in the initiative.
Okay.
So I'm just putting you all first. Right now, again, like the same scene that was just explained, the chanting continues despite the shot of the arrow and the thwack right into the floating spectator's head. You all are going to be facing the 2 Derro in front of you, and the spectator. The rest of them are continuing along their business. You can see that they are working with more important things than you. So, up first is Jin.
Alright, Jin'll, she's going to run between Rastos and Dro, and probably almost straight by the one Derro that's in front, and try to hop over a small gap to the other side, which I think I can do because it looks like it's only like 10 to 12
Yep,
feet.
go for it.
And then I'm gonna disengage so I don't have to attack or get attacked by him.
I think you're out of range. You're
Okay,
fine.
Cool. So I'll just run by him, and then and I will dash to get all the way, like kind of around the bend on this side, and just move myself over there.
Cool.
My action, and then or with my bonus action, if I don't get opportunity attacked, I will probably use the bonus action dash and then attack him while I'm like kind of jumping and passing by on the.
Yeah, so they're not just gonna randomly sweep out and like attack a very quick wood elf, like just running past them and jumping across a ravine and then landing on the other side. So you can do that without opportunity attack. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'll use my bonus action to dash like all the way over here, so I'm kind of out of sight, but in the middle of that.
All the way to the other side of the ravine.
Yeah, like kind of over here, other side of the ravine, around this like tall bend here.
Again, reminder for the listeners: when you say here, that has no.
Yeah, this tall bend.
Went down to the hot
No, not
dog
this
shop
tall
down the
bend.
block,
Not
you know,
this
just
tall
to grab a
bend.
couple
I mean, I don't know
dogs.
what I would say. It's like there's a tall bend on the canyon, and I'm trying to move by it and get myself into cover. But while I'm jumping, I will throw a psychic dagger at the eyeball-y monster because it looks creepy.
Okay. Cool.
That is 11 plus 7. That's 18.
That'll hit.
So just a D6. So that's 5 psychic damage.
All right. You want to describe how you attack them?
Yeah, as I'm just kind of jumping and landing on the side, a red blade kind of just shoots out from underneath my arm, and I just fling it out over towards its eyeball, and kind of it glances off. It's not a lot of damage, at least from my perspective, but We're not really paying attention to it, just continuing to move on.
Sweet. Awesome.
It's so cool.
Up next are the two Derro. They are going to rush up to where they saw the arrow come from because they live in the Underdark. They can see quite well, and they are both going to attack. They're going to run right up. Okay, here's what they do. They're going to run up. These shitty little fucking mad dudes with the mad scientist hair are going to run up to a badass dark elf-looking warrior and also a giant minotaur barbarian, and they're just going to start poking their little spears in your all's direction. This is fucking sad and pathetic, but so be it, I suppose.
I came to smash Derro and chew mushrooms, and I'm all out of mushrooms.
You're not out of mushrooms, it's a lie.
We got a lot of mushrooms left, buddy.
Yeah, you can grow giant. As
You've
well.
got like a pound of mushrooms on you.
We have
One of them, the first one, actually, this is hilarious. My first two rolls back, I got a crit 20 on Dro, and I got a crit 1 on Rostos.
perfect.
Okay, so Dro, you're gonna take 6 damage. One of them comes up, and because you're shooting the arrow that you were looking at, he still runs up pretty quickly, and he gets you right in the calf muscle. Muscle. He just gets you for 6 damage, right? The other one, he walks up to you, Rostos, and you're just normally breathing. I'm not even sure. You probably see him, but you're not paying much attention to him. Your normal breath just comes out and makes that cool bowl smoke coming out of 2 clouds, or 2 nostrils, like just making a cloud. And he just drops his spear, and he shits his pants, pisses his pants, and then his pants fall around his ankles. And you can see his little wiener.
Good God.
That's a hell of a crit
Guy's
1.
having a bad day.
How little is this
sucks.
wiener? Are we talking
I think we have to roll for it. Someone roll a d4 for me, or someone flip a coin for me.
I got a 1.
Okay, there we go. It's a 1 centimeter dinger.
Good God.
You got a
Just the
Senny?
tip.
He's got
just
a
the
senny.
tip.
That's what Elliot calls it. He says a senny.
Tiny tip.
Yeah, it's just a tip. It's literally
like
a
a
cashew.
thimble.
Yeah, it's a thimble coming off
Looks
of
like
his.
I got a brother.
All right, moving
He
along.
might know how to use
It's
it,
Rostos.
okay?
It's your turn up. How apropos.
I look down at him as his pants fall down and go,
You know, you're not the only one to show dingas down here.
and then
Kratz is mad that you're the first one to make a baseball reference in this. Yeah.
and then my eyes start to glaze and turn red, and steam starts billowing out of my nose, and I go,
I came here to smash Derro and chew mushrooms. And so far, I've only smashed 3 Derro.
and then I bonus action rage, and I pull out my flamen
You-
thunga.
You
and
better
I,
hit this.
And I just give him a good old one-handed whoosh,
Yeah.
like a
Reckless?
shitty golf.
You got
Oh, yeah.
advantage because his knees are clacking together now. Just not going well for this dude.
I think it's plus 8 and 17 to hit.
I mean, that's gonna hit him. He's a Derro. Come on. Well, what's your damage?
It is 13 damage.
Okay, describe your kill.
As I pull the axe out and I'm starting to snort all this steam and swinging an underhand hit with the axe that goes up through the thimble dinger in the middle, and I hopefully slice him in half, and he looks.
So here's what happens. You do almost slice him in half, but since you said dinger, your Flammenzunge kind of stops. Your axe kind of stops around the skull. You catch him, and since you're coming up, he flies out about 450 fucking feet out until about left. Wait, you're swinging with your right hand? Yeah, out until left field. He's just fucking gone. He is beyond fucking home run right there.
And then I look at the one to the next to him and I go,
You hit my friend. Now it's my turn.
and I give another slice at that.
Oh shit, I forgot you all have two attacks now. Goddamn. Okay. Yeah.
24.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah.
And my big brother came to save me. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Describe your second kill, Rostos.
As I upper hand it and send the body flying, I just pull it up, and the axe has so much momentum, it pulls my shoulder up a little bit, and I just come down over his
Yeah.
head straight through the middle.
He's gonna look up as you do it. He's gonna say, "No, not me," and then you go ahead.
And after that happens, I look at Drone and go,
I guess we're doing this.
and I start running towards the spectator.
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
Cool ass move. Says
Bailed my ass out.
Says Rostos, his original idea was, all right, let's get out of here. Badass. The Derro guards, good guards, by the way. They're dead. It is now Jim Jar's turn. He's gonna take a shot with his crossbow, and he's gonna miss with his crossbow, but he's gonna set up right behind you. He's gonna say, good thing I didn't bet on that one. I have an addiction, just in case you forget.
He's also my manager. I hope he remembers that.
Dro, you're up.
He was your manager.
Oh yeah. Come on, champ. You're the best. I ain't throwing that white towel for nothing. Listen to me.
Dro run to the south side of the cavern, kind of creep into the shadows, trying to get to the darkest spot, even though it's filled with phasers, and pull 3 or 4 arrows out of the quiver, go to a knee, stick him into the ground, and take aim with the longbow at the floating eye monster once again. 18 to hit.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit.
That's 9 damage.
All right. You oof, man, this is not going well for the guard crew of this whole thing. So you shoot him. Again, you give him the meat next to his eye, kind of to the right of his eye, and you just hear him again go. He's just letting out cries.
I'll use the Dread Ambusher to take another shot as I.
Oh shit! Y'all are fucking me up. Okay.
I get it only on first turn of combat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I pull the arrow out of the ground, knock it, and pull back again for a second attack. It is 16 to hit.
Oh, okay. So he tries to sway out of the way. He knows that there's arrows coming that way, and then you predict his movement. You guess between right or left, and you're like, this fucker's going left. And you fucking shot him again, and you get him in one of the eye stalks. And actually, one of the eye stalks, you pin it, and he goes, and he stacks it to the back of the canyon on the side. So he is only 3 eye stalks now. What's your damage?
8.
8 damage. Good God, this guy's looking like shit. And he's just, again, screaming out as beholder-type monsters are wont to do. Is going. And it is now, God damn, this is not good for me. Nico, your turn's up.
All right, I will.
This sucks.
I guess I'll scan the battlefield real quick and see as the beholder is surrounded by 2 of my strongest allies. I will look up and yell out, "We have to stop the casting going on up there!" And I'll cast Scorching Ray on the closest. The close Derro, trying to summon the giant.
Again, just to reiterate, so it is 30 feet up because it's actually 20 feet up. Each of the mesas, you're standing on one of them, and there are 2 more mesas where the ritual is happening right now.
So it is
20 feet up. No, I think you're fine. I think you can hit it. I'm just reiterating
120 feet.
Yeah, no, he's fine for sure. But I'm just saying, you're aiming upward. There are. Droki is giving one of the things to the casters, or to the Derro who are doing this summon thing, or whatever it is. I'm not really sure. This ritual, and it's not a summon ritual. I don't know why I said that word. We'll cut that. And then the main one, who was the one who was talking to you when you all last met these Council of Savants. He's up near the obelisk. And which one do you want to shoot at, I guess is what I'm asking. Droki, the savant who's doing the ritual, who's receiving the item from Droki, or from the main one that you saw?
I would love to destroy the person that's trying to receive the item from
Okay, cool.
Droki.
Cool. Go ahead and roll for that.
All right. So it's 4 rays. That's a 18.
Hit.
18.
Hit.
And then, what was that? 15 and 16.
Wouldn't you know it that like little tiny people who are not like badass barbarians or anything, little tiny casters have shit AC, and you hit with all of them.
All
So
right.
you blast out, Nico, you blast out from your arms, fucking 4 just scorchers coming
So
right
I
up
write,
this
I write like
dipshit.
some sort of weird text in the air, and at like the pinpoints of each letter, like a beam shoots out.
Oh, cool. Beautiful. Go for that damage.
That's a lot of 5s. 5,
Hell yeah.
I still have this abacus over here if you want
that's
it.
35 damage.
Okay, you smoke this dude. You just, as he's, you if you can see it, I'm not sure if you can. You definitely had a pinpoint on his image far enough to shoot him. But what you see is like this guy coming forward. He's like, "Oh, thank you
for this Droki, this delivery. I really appreciate this." Whoa, 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 whoa! And
just gets smoked, and he just looks like a walking matchstick right now. He's still alive, but barely. Not looking good for old J-Man over here.
Does it look like the cover of the Pink Floyd album Wish You Were Here?
No, that's where they're
wearing a
actually
suit.
handling fire very well. It looks like Earthworm Jim, except on fire. Because he is just a fucking pencil stick. Good God, y'all. Can y'all chill out on my fucking cool creatures and battle and encounter that I set up for you all?
No, get scared and shoot.
Painstakingly
Murder time.
set up for everybody.
It's murder time.
When
All
we
right.
get scared, we have to shoot.
Okay, the spectator is he's very, very fucked up as well. And Rostos, you're right in front of him. He's like,
No, let me go, 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 please let me go, please let me go. I don't want to die.
that's gonna be his turn. He's begging for forgiveness and mercy.
I look at him and go, then join us.
Will I live?
We can make that happen.
What do you want me to do?
Help us stop that ritual up there.
Done.
He's gonna fly up. He's a little fucking coward, and he's gonna shoot the one that Jesse shot, since that's the first one he saw. He's going to. I don't think there's a need for a persuasion check right there when like.
Just cut through two.
To be fair, the
Derro.
last spectator we met was like actually pretty friendly and just kind of got scared of us.
I mean, I think they're very, very strange creatures, right? So
one's
he's
got-
gonna cast a paralyzing ray on that one, even though that it is
Paralyzed.
and we're gonna do the con saving throw for the Derro. Oh, he fails. Okay, that one that you shot, he's fucking burnt to a crisp. Lost most of his muscle mass. Tendons hanging off of him like fucking fried chicken. And he is also just not moving right now. His eyes are blinking like Looney Tunes fucking characters, like in a dark room right now. Just blink.
Just got hit by a bolt of lightning. And
Yep.
just like
And he
twig of
cannot
ash
move
with
now. The
eyes.
blinking stops. And Droki's like,
Hey, you don't look so good, man.
Cool. That's the spectator's turn. Now it is the other Derro Savant's turn. And he is going to move right over on this bridge. He's going to stop the ritual. He's going to move right here. And he's going to cast another lightning bolt against the spectator and down to Rostos.
When you say right here, by the.
I'm sorry. He runs across the bridge from the where he was doing the ritual, having heard or seen his friend be fucking burnt to a crisp. And then he's going to run across the bridge that's leading over to the obelisk where the main Derro is currently doing what he needs to do. And he's going to cast a level 3 lightning bolt at both the spectator who is turned against them and to Rostos, the one that he can see. And as you see crackling kind of go around his wrist, you all need to make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see what the spectator does. He fails. Spectator is immediately hit. You see all the insides of a spectator, kind of like the bone. Do they have bones? I picture them mostly as cartilage, kind of like a shark, you know? So maybe you just see kind of the outline of the spectator go and just dust. He's fucking dead, right?
I got a 15.
Rostos, you save, so you're going to take 14 damage as it comes up, and it hits you pretty good. Singes your little weird bovine hairs. It's weird that I never picture cows
Only
having
7.
hairs.
Raging.
7 damage because he's raging. He likes it. It makes him feel alive.
It comes into me in my eyes, the red. You see the electricity shine. I go, that tickles.
Ooh, badass.
You raiding you do Mortal Kombat, and wave your finger, and a little spark of lightning comes out of your finger.
The main,
It's on the boat,
so the Derro that just shot that, he's going to sort of position himself next to the head Derro Savant right now, who's next to the obelisk. He's going to continue doing something. You can see that he's praying, doing a ritual. He looks down and notices you all, and you can probably see that from the dim light of the Phaserus that's going on everywhere. He's going to continue doing something. What that is, Niznayo Ya. This Derro's.
We do not know.
And it is, let's see, it is the Myconid's turn, which is Rumpadump and Stool.
Rumpadump.
And Rumpadump and
Stay
Stool,
back further.
they are going to run to the Nico says, "Stay back, my friends." His first valiant thing he said. They go over to a wall and find a little patch of mushrooms and just go and plant down and look like mushrooms. You can tell they're big mushrooms. They're sitting next to tiny mushrooms. It's clearly not a good disguise, but that's what they're going to go for. And now you know whose turn it is? King Carlos.
Yes.
And King Carlos is going to storm up next to Rostos he had the conversation with, right?
Yes.
He's going to storm into Rostos. He's like, well, what do you want me to do?
They can't even talk anymore. He's just grunting.
Wait, no, but like the rapport spores are around, though, because Stool is around. Yeah, so he can understand him.
Okay.
I mean, okay, do you want me to do it, Jesse? Stool sits down and shoots at rapport stores. Now you can understand the bear, Jesse. Are you happy?
Yeah, it's you know.
Do you like that verisimilitude right there?
The story has to be consistent.
See what I did there?
I look at him and I point at the ridge and I go, "Help me get up there."
Okay, and he's just gonna go down. He's just gonna lay down, and he's just gonna be a little. You all can get up. You can just climb up King Carlos. So that first 10-foot ridge, there's not gonna be a check for y'all. You can just jump off his back, and he's gonna spring you up there like a shitty Sega Genesis video game.
Yes.
No, yeah, that's cool too. I was thinking he was laying on his back, but I like it better. He just makes a bridge from his body. You can just run up him. Yeah, that's awesome.
What a good bear.
He's a good bear. Y'all didn't like him at first. You yelled at me.
I love King Carlos.
You yelled at me when I first made him. Jen, it's your turn.
Jen will look back and see everything just been annihilated, and then
Jen, you take this cool stealth position and turn around and get ready to throw a psychic dagger.
Oh yeah,
and you're just like, nothing
and
there.
It fizzles back out. It just fizzles back out, and it's just like, and then just kind of shrugs, and then turns to just look straight up the cliff face, and Jen will just start climbing the cliff face in front of her.
Okay, just give me an athletics check. I won't make this your check. We'll just put this as part of your movement. Just see how well you can do it.
It's a straight 17.
Oh yeah, okay. So you get up there. We'll just consider that as your part of your movement. So we'll say you moved 15 feet.
Okay, and then Jen will just keep moving up the cliff face to the side because now there's a landing. So
yep.
As Jen pulls up to the landing and just like looks back down at
so there's another mesa
like,
now in front of you. You're climbing up a part where there's a mesa and it kind of tops out, and then you're up right up against another cliff. You can tell it goes right up, and you can see above that where that's where the obelisk would be.
Yeah, Jen's is gonna keep climbing up back to the
cool.
obelisk.
Give me another athletics and just see how well you get up there, and we'll see.
That one's only an 8.
Okay, so that's gonna be your turn. And the next turn you'll make it up there, but not right now.
Okay.
So you don't know what's necessarily happening up there, but you are halfway up. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. Can I use my bonus action dash to get all the way up there?
Why don't you roll another athletics? Let's see.
That one's a 16.
Yeah, you can get up there, but that's going to be all your movement.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
And
You're up there.
And I'll be kind of, if I get up there and if I can, I will try to hide behind the obelisk a little bit, like in the, I don't know, it's phaser, so there's not really a shadow of the obelisk, but, you know, just in that corner.
I think you're pretty well hidden from the direction that you came up anyways. So, yeah, you can attempt to hide, but we don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. At this point, those of you who are even close, or I guess at Jin, if you are even looking around, Droki, having made his delivery, he is fucking out of here just watching that guy get smoked by, was it 4 scorching rays?
Yeah.
So 4 random fireballs looking like letters came up and killed the guy he just made a delivery to. And Droki's going to jump up, click his heels together, and say,
fuck this!
And then he's fucking out of there. Big time. He's running way away from you all. Down the cliffside, fucking skeezing down there. I think that's how you get down a cliffside, you skis down. And, yeah, after that is Rostos. Your turn.
I run up and start running up I run up to King Carlos, whose hands are, he's this natural bridge. I start running up him. I give him a pat on the shoulder, and I go, "The salmon's coming, friend." And then I get up to the next ridge on top of here. I can hopefully see because of the phaser.
As you run up King Carlos, he says, "Okay, I don't know what that means.
40.
I'm a bear."
I'll move till I can see the other guy I could see from below. I'm trying to just get some sight on the Derro.
So again, that's another 10-foot thing. So I don't know if you could quite see in that. You probably know where they are at. in terms of where you saw them move to, because you were at a further distance then, but you can't see them directly right now.
Okay.
But you could use your turn to get up that next part if you want to. You just hear again the more chanting, like the.
If I were to move in a more position myself from lower, can I see him if I move around the mesa with the rest of my movement?
Yep, and you can just tell that he's talking to the main guy who's still doing this prayer, this seance in front of the obelisk, right? And he is talking to him, and right now you're definitely out of range of rapport spores, so it's going to be like another Derro language.
I'll pull out my adamantine hand axe and just give a.
Okay, cool.
At that guy.
Throw that axe.
So that's 15. Or
Hey, what do y'all think about this? Last of the Joel Heekins?
16 to hit.
Jesse likes that one.
Hate it.
16 to hit.
You hit him.
Joel Gibson.
As he's talking to this, you throw it. Let's see how much damage you do.
I do 12 damage.
Okay, so you hit him right in the side. As he puts his hands up right there, you hit him right in the armpit, basically. And though you can't understand Derro, you know the next thing he's going to say is,
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
as you do a decent amount of damage to him. You said 15?
Yes.
Good God, man.
And then,
Fucking... This is supposed to be a deadly encounter.
He's a barbarian, man. That's what he does.
I wonder if I can pull out another axe, but I already used a free action.
Then you would have to spend an action to pull it out.
Yeah, so
You could position yourself.
yeah, I'll just keep running up the. I think that's 15. I think that's all my movement.
I think based on your original positioning, from what I remember, that you might be able to get to the bottom or top of the set of stairs to your northeast that goes the actual ingrained set of stairs instead of actually having to mark up the cliff face.
I'll just move 5 more feet just to
Run towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much I've moved, so I don't want to cheat.
You're good.
Cheater.
You're good. Jim Jar is going to rush up, and he's going to take position by the bear and just kind of hold the ground there in case anything comes from behind you all. And Dro, it's your turn.
Dro will pick up the 2 arrows that are in the ground before him, put them back in his quiver, look up, a quick peek to see if the giant has moved at all.
The giant is definitely a mound of meat that is just laying there.
Okay. And Dro will move forward into the kind of bottleneck of the first mesa and look up at the 2 Derro and kind of move his hand and verbally say some Elvish words. I don't know.
That sounds great.
That's good.
Cast
Pretty Elvish.
Fairy Fighter and target.
Oh, it's a once per day drow thing.
It is a drow magic spell, and I use my charisma modifier.
Dro the
so
drow.
creative of names.
The best name.
You'll have to make
the best
2
name
dexterity saving throws. I'm going to do it right here, and it's a 20-foot cube. So if the mound of flesh is there and the 2 Derro, the DC is 12.
1 saves, 1 fails. So the one that has been hit by the axe actually saves. The one who is still chanting starts to glow in what color?
Violet light.
Violet light.
And-
So the one who's chanting right now.
Also, any objects. So if the dragon egg is up there, it might also be outlined.
So there's no objects that you can see other than the obelisk right now.
Okay.
In terms of objects, it would just be, random rocks, nothing of import right now.
I am concentrating on that, and it will use my bonus action then to dash along the thin northwest side of the mesa and kind of buddy up against the 10-foot height difference and kind of get my back up against it and concentrate on that spell.
What color? What
DM,
color
if
is
you
the-
can move,
Violet.
If you can move me, DM, at the end of my turn, I'll be right here.
Da Mojna. Cool.
Pass it.
So, excellent. Nico, it's your turn. Jesus
Right,
Christ, man. Talk
right.
about fucking, what is it called? Action economy. This is a bullshit setup.
Hey, take it easy there, Joel Rogan.
Oh, man.
That's pretty. That's
One of those
that just
Derro
makes
has
me sad.
advantage when you guys attack.
Who is that?
Rogan Morbier.
Joe Rogan.
Rogan.
It's the
He's the MMA dude, comedian / podcaster who like makes millions of dollars, and Spotify still like fucking advertises him, even though he just constantly talks about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, he gets
and
high
then
as
weirdly,
fuck, and
he just gets
gets kind of
high,
creepy.
and he's like, I kind of like Bernie, and then he brings like Elon Musk and Alex Jones on, and they talk about how aliens and lizard people are dominating the government.
He's just a person that's like he's a liberal, like he's a American liberal, but
like
also
in,
like
in the
but
true
also-
sense of the word. No, in the true sense of the word. Like he's a libertarian.
Like he's like a libertarian, but then also he's like he also believes in these weird like sometimes he's like I kind of like socialism sometimes, and that's just but then he'll get high and forget about that.
He's also
And
only
he's
had
like,
like
well, what
14
do you think
women
about
in his
this?
podcast.
We're maybe
Yeah.
Chemtrail.
remember when your tits were bigger like last year?
He said like 180
Cut that one
guests and
out.
14 women.
Yeah.
11 women.
No,
That's what he says.
he
That's his
sucks.
kind of
I know
fucking-
what he
that's kind of
says.
Shit.
No, he sucks for sure. Joel Rogan, though, let me talk about Joel Rogan now. So Joel Rogan is this.
Rogan?
Yeah, he's this Joel Rogan. Yeah,
Joel Rogan.
Joel Rogan is the best character. He's got long, luscious locks.
Is that your one-shot character's name?
No, that's a different name actually. TJ, thank you.
We're not talking about that yet. That's a surprise for the Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not just for the Patreon. We're gonna share a little bit with the
are we?
peeps. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
You're so elitist about everything.
I'm sorry that
You remind me of a guy I once knew named Joe Rogan. Okay, back to
I'm sorry. I wanted to surprise Cade.
My pubes
Back.
are as long as Elliot's hair.
Nico. Your turn.
So the fairy fire ones are the main guy casting.
No, the one who's praying right now.
Okay, the one who's praying.
Which you
And then there's the
you
torch
could
guy.
probably see him. He's a ways out, but
Well, now he's lit up.
yeah, he is light. He's
And
lit up.
Droki
He's
ran away
30,
around the corner.
20 feet above you. Yeah.
All right. Well, since I'm so far away, it looks like I'm sticking to 120 feet spells at the moment. So I will cast. I'll cast Chill Touch on. I'll finish off the burnt dude.
This is the one. The burnt dude is the paralyzed one.
Yeah.
He's paralyzed and very burnt. You wanna finish
Yeah.
him
Never
off?
mind. I'll hit the guy that's glowing then.
Okay,
Have
he's the
advantage.
one who's finishing this thing.
All right. There's a whopping 6 damage.
So what were you what was your attack?
So basically,
no, I'm sorry. You what was your hit? This isn't just you don't just declare
right.
damage.
I'm just kind of like staring at.
Yeah, you're playing some Final Fantasy
staring at
bullshit
roll
right
20
now.
right now,
You've been
so-
playing too much Pokemon.
So that's funny.
Super effective.
But yeah, super affectionate. So I got a 23 to hit.
What was it?
A 23 to hit.
Okay, yes, that hits.
And that's for a whopping 6 damage as I raise my hand and skeletal hand kind of comes
Beautiful.
out of the gun, goes
He's
to
gonna
hand.
have to see if he holds concentration. He does hold concentration.
I would hope so.
But you do hit that one. You hear a muffled, little, just perturbed sound. And is there anything else, Nico?
Nope, that would be. I guess I'd.
You want
I
to
can't
move?
really. I can't really climb that stuff, so no.
You
I'd
want
probably
to just
hang out there.
casually move towards the action?
There's
Oh,
Carlos.
Maybe just.
I gotta protect my mushroom
Oh, you do have a
friends.
bear bridge
Carlos
right now.
is a bear bridge.
Oh, that's right. So I guess I'll move up 30 feet.
Okay, you make it up to Carlos, not up Carlos, up
just
to
kind of
Carlos.
There. I want to make sure I can still see everything.
Yep. All right. Cool. All right. You all do that, and being as let's see, this Derro Savant looks around again. The one who got the hand axe. Man, he got a hand axe from you. I'm sorry, buddy, but he's got to do another lightning. And if you look at the position, he sees you, and he lines up his wrist, and then he sort of takes a step to the side, and then he realizes there's another dark elf down there, and he's going to cast another lightning bolt, and it's going to go and hit both you all. Make a DC 12 saving throw, Dex.
25.
Oh my god.
21.
All right. Can I be honest? I'm not having a good time right now.
Just wait till you do damage. You'll have a good
it's
time
22,
after that.
22, not 25.
Oh, I'm so. Oh, okay, yeah. DC 12. Oh, I'm sorry. I only beat it by 10. I'm not having a good time.
DM the villain Joel. I'm about to go unconscious. Don't worry. You'll have fun.
Okay. Whoa. Ooh. Let's see now. So that's gonna be 25 damage. So half that. So it's gonna round down to 12 to each of you. TJ, that is 6 damage. Dro.
I'm at 1 HP.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
So lightning bolt again. Familiar crackling sound, just wadoosh from his hand that you all have seen multiple times now. And as it comes out, Rostos, you're just enjoying it now. It feels good to you because you're a fucking freak,
I
weirdo.
look at my axe as lightning's going all through. I go, this looks good for me.
The Flamenzunga, the sentient weapon that I never use as a voice, is gonna say, "I'm sorry. Did a gust of wind come through or something?"
Yes, can you harness this while we try to fire?
Oh God, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see, dude. As you say that, the energy is still crackling around you, the electricity, and Flamazunga is just sort of going to kind of float from your hand just a little bit, and you see it kind of shake, and you hear just like a female kind of concentration a little bit. Let's see if she can harness some of that electric energy. Okay, she definitely, you see all the crackles kind of go into her a little bit. You don't know what that means, but she just is crackling with electric energy. We'll see what happens next. Dro, you take 12 damage. You're at 1. It comes out, hits you pretty good. You dodge a little bit of it, but you take a decent amount. How's Dro looking?
Kind of back up against the mesa, just heavy breathing and kind of resigned to the fact that I jumped into this fight. I can't look weak. I have to save face.
I'm
Just
like,
barely holding it together.
when I look down, I go, this is fun, Dro.
Yeah, no, you look up, you look at Rostos, he looks down at you. He's covered in electricity with red and blue eyes, just fucking freaking out. His formerly fired axe is now also electrocuted. He is alive in his element.
I can barely hold my bow.
Just head spinning, eyes are
Yeah.
twirling.
I love
You're
that
losing
imagery.
your retinas.
That's so badass.
All right, this sucks. I'm not having fun. All right. It is now the main Derro's turn. He's going to continue praying. He's on knees, and then you're going to see him kind of touch the obelisk. And as he touches the obelisk, you feel a quick whoom, a rumble on the ground. And then the dead giant body that you all saw, it comes up. And as it stands up, there is one head on it. But you start to see this kind of bubbling up from one of its shoulders, and its right shoulder splits open as just pus and guts kind of ooze out of it. And then you start to see the cresting of a head, not unlike an unborn baby or a being born baby. And it just starts to come up and just, and as the other one starts to retch in pain, he's screaming, he's pounding the ground. You hear another head kind of come up, and he's coming up and he's screaming as he grows another head at the top of this.
He's standing up.
How
too.
familiar?
Or sitting up.
He's standing up.
Okay.
Was-
that sucks.
Was he affected by fairy fire at all?
No, he was basically like knocked out by then.
And then I have to roll a Constitution save to see if my concentration stays. It does.
Sweet. So that guy is still purple. He's lit up purple. And Rumpadump and Stool are going to do nothing, as you can imagine.
Yay.
All right. And we're going to go to... King Carlos is going to stay where he's at. I feel like he's doing his purpose right now, if that's cool. Being bears? He's being a set of bears right now.
That's good.
We're going to go with that. And we're going to go to top of the order. Jin.
Well, it's me again. Alright, Jin will come out from behind the obelisk and run forward and along this cliff face alongside of the obelisk. And as she does so, she finds the fairy fire target, lights up, and her eyes glow. Her eyes just get big. And Jin jumps at him and yells, "Orestos Targul!" And just slams a psychic blade as it comes up, tries to slam a psychic blade into his head.
Sorry, into which one?
The fairy fired one.
The fairy fired one. Okay,
that-
roll with advantage then. He does not see this coming, so you'll get your sneak attack.
It's double 13, so 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? 13 is its AC. Give me that damage, Elliot. Give
Just
me
a 14 damage.
14 damage
Psychic keys.
to the head Derro, who is lit up as purple. He has finished his sort of personal ritual by bringing that giant back, and so he is going to he's going to take the chin, I suppose.
Does he look like he's dead? Probably not.
No, far from it.
All right, then I will spin around and go, Rastos, and I will throw my bonus action, throw a psychic dagger at the one next to me, or slash him if he's close enough.
To the one you just attacked, or the other one?
No, the other one that is looks a little bit worse for.
Go for it, babe.
Okay. And I don't have advantage on this one, right?
I'm not saying babe because you're a female, by the way. I'm saying you're
That
babe
is
because you're
fine. I
Elliot.
am not really a babe. I kind of have a more of a horsey face.
Yeah, but
Well, I was talking about Elliot,
Yeah,
though.
Elliot's-
I wasn't talking to your character.
You have a horse face?
That'd be weird if I was like...
Yeah, I do have a horse face. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
Just so
you do
guys know.
not.
You just said I sort
If
of
anything-
have a horse face.
Elliot, no.
Elliot's a
You
centaur.
don't know what
It's the
horse
exact
face means? It
opposite.
means you're not attractive.
No, it just means you have a long
it means
face.
you have longer features.
What? No. No one would be like, man, she has a horse face, but I'm way into her.
It's like the bar.
Jin rolled a 13, exactly.
Elliot's got a turkey
I
face.
cutting
'cause
off
he
this
likes to
conversation
gobble.
as
If
Jin.
anything, Elliot, I would say you have like a hedgehog face. And I mean that as a
I think he was saying
compliment.
Jin has
I am like a Sonic.
horse face.
I know, and I was trying to say, I was
Jin
trying
is
to talk
not
about
the Sonic the
Elliot.
Hedgehog. Jin rolled a 13. I assume that hits because you sold it hit.
It's like, where does the character end and where does the player begin?
Elliot is.
I'm trying to play a goddamn game. Come on.
Oh, let's play some D&D.
Play some D&D.
All right, what'd you hit for?
13.
You hit.
Cool. That's a D4 on the bonus action one. Oh, that's only a 5 psychic damage to the bullshit one.
Kapow!
Cool. So you hit you run in and you quickly slash the other ones, yelling Rastos Targul, and then you turn around and you say Rastos to the other one, and you hit them for some more
5 damage.
damage as
Does
well.
It looks like that one's going down.
Oh no, they're still up.
I will say, Jin, I do not think this is working, and then I will action disengage and run back around the corner.
Bonus action? Didn't you already use that with your two attacks?
Oh shit! I attacked with my action.
Yeah, I think you're. If you want to leave, I'm gonna get some bonus opportunity attacks on you.
I'm a dingus. I did this dingus wrong.
Yeah. You forgot you're playing a rogue this time.
Yeah, I know. I thought I had more stuff to do. Actually, yeah. Fuck these guys. I'm gonna run away and run back around the corner. They can take their opportunity attacks. At me.
All right.
Bad idea.
No, I mean they're
tiny casters.
They're tiny little
What are you
casters. He's
talking
not
about?
wrong. That is the correct decision. So the Derro attack twice with their shitty quarterstaffs. They pull them out, and with two hands, they come overhead, and they attack you. One of them crit 20s you.
That's
Hell
fine.
yeah.
You underestimate the one who is a little bit the one who is spraying, and he gets you upside the chin. The other one hits you for 8, so I'm guessing that's a 0, right?
That does not hit, and it also looks like he rolled 0 damage.
He rolled 0. He also rolled 0 damage. Yeah. He rolled 0 damage. Hey, you know what? I'm not having fun right now.
0?
Dude, attack
see it.
8.
Okay, I don't make fun of guys.
The other one 100% hit. Let's.
I don't make fun of you all when you have a shitty attack.
DM, how much damage did you
I
roll?
have
8
to.
damage
I
to
have
you,
a lot
Elliot.
of shitty attacks.
I will,
so I
What about
have
the
to
second one?
I will use my
0.
I will use my reaction to have the damage because I am.
We don't have to. Come on, man.
Yo.
He's half of zeroing it. That's negative.
No, not the 0.
No, if he has the 0, first of all,
0 damage and having the one that hit me.
first of all, pay attention. Second of all, if he has a 0, then infinity happens and we all get sucked into the void forever.
Does my counter start to roll over so I get infinite hit
The-
points?
No, just everything goes to
The soft
goes to
caress
shit.
of the quarterstaff opens
It's a
up
hard
a
lock.
different plane.
Because Elliot tried to have a 0. Yeah,
Right
which
next
is
to the-
not what happened, TJ.
Right next to the obelisk, too.
So I have 8 damage, correct?
0.
Can I? All right, dude,
Half zero.
Elliot.
Can we just stop so I can actually calculate how much damage I'm taking?
No, I'm trying to slip you a $5 bill right now. Come on.
Oh, I'll be quiet from the rest of the session if that's.
No, I'm not asking you to be quiet. I'm just saying, like, dude, we don't have to half this damage.
It
Like,
usually
just
happens when people give me
Just
$5.
half-
no. Just if I give you $5, will you just let me do my full attack of 8 damage to make me feel like a big man?
No, don't let him do it, man.
All right, fine.
I'm
4
taking
damage. 4 damage. Okay, that is Jin's turn.
Yeah, and I finished my extra movement back around the slight corner of the obelisk. There we go. 5, 10. Yeah, that works out. Cool.
Sweet. Unfortunately for you dickheads, it is the giant's turn, whose name is Grulamunga. And Grulamunga, this 2-headed giant, stands up and seeing the first thing it sees with fucking blood coming from its shoulder since it just grew a new head, raging like crazy, is gonna... And I'm sorry, TJ, I'm not picking on you, but you are the closest creature that is going to come down and attack you. How's it going to attack you, you ask? You're asking DM the villain Joel. How might
Gonna
this
rip off
villain...
his real head and throw it at him.
Wait, so we have to have a long diatribe about how I'm taking damage, but not how this monster's name is Grulamunga?
Yeah, how do we get that?
Yeah, this is...
So do you want to call up Chris Perkins?
No.
You can call up Chris Perkins.
No, just do it.
Chris Perkins.
I'll text him later.
You have his number?
He's gonna attack you. He's gonna attack you once with a big battle axe. He picks it up and swings it at you, and the other hand has a morning star, and he's gonna swing it at you. Also. And once again, because I'm the best, fucking crit 20 on the DM's part. Fuck you. Fuck you, Rostos. The other one, hey, does a 26 hit you, Rostos?
Judge.
I am impartial. Fuck you, bitch. You
You're as
suck.
impartial as Mitch McConnell.
Ooh, topical. Topical. Got him. That's what'll do it. That's what'll save America from Mitch McConnell. Is an obscure D&D podcast where my drummer of my noise rock band calls him something. Yeah. So he's gonna hit you for 15 damage, or sorry, 25 damage plus 14, so 39 damage. Yep. 19. Round down.
Not looking
He hits you pretty good. He goes in with you. Rostos, you're looking confident and cool with your electricity and everything, and you're raging, and he gets you real good in the side, and the other one comes down. The Morning Star hits you right on your foot, and you got a big old stub toe now.
What was the second attempt?
Morning Star?
What was the to hit?
I told you. Total damage. 30. You already got it.
Oh,
I'm just describing it for the listeners, for the peoples, for radio. All right. Next person is going to be Rostos. Apropos.
I'll bonus action turn on Flamen Zunga and give him a...
I think Flamenzunga's already on.
Oh, okay. Then I just, I do it. I'm just going to use this.
You know what? We'll take that bonus action though, and you hit it again. You summon your barbarian energy to put Flamenzunga earlier. You're gonna roll an extra d6 for the fire damage because now it's electricity damage too. Because now that she has taken that in.
For both attacks, 21 and 23.
Hit. Good God, you guys swing so fucking high.
And that's 16, 22 plus 16, 18. So 18 and 18.
36?
Yeah.
36 damage. Good God. Is that one attack?
That's both attacks.
Both attacks. Okay.
That's tit for tat with a massive giant.
Well, two-headed giant who was just resurrected by fucking.
Oh no, I got rolled 2 extra d6.
Yeah, roll 2 more d6. So 36. So, oh man, math.
And then, is there any electric thing happening with it too?
41 total damage, 5 electric.
41 total.
Yeah, so I'm just hawking at his thighs with the Flamenzunga like, we have to do this. This is us. As I'm...
It looks like the Balrog from fucking Lord of the Rings.
You
Except the
fucking
good guy. I
dude.
guess. Yeah, that's-
This thing just got not resurrected, but like put through this horrible experience where it came into this monstrous existence that it lives in right now. And the first being that it saw was you, and it did a decent amount of damage to you. And you and Flamenzunga just sort of come together as one for a moment. And as you say, we have to do this, Flamenzunga just calmly says in your head, I know. And you all just grind into this fucker. Roll a strength check. Let's see if you can beat a 15 strength check, and let's see what happens. As you're coming in right through the side of it.
16.
You beat it with a 16. You drive that thing so far into it. Your axe gets further and further and further into it. And now you're just right there. And Flamenzunga, like, you're cut halfway through that thing. And the reason you stop swinging through it is because you hit its spine. Roll another d12 for damage as Flamenzunga unleashes her electricity. 10 more damage.
Mama.
So she's no longer electric?
Do I give a good steer noise?
Can do whatever you want. You're fucking up a giant by yourself.
I love barbarians.
You're like an X-Man.
And it is now Jim Jar's turn. Jim Jar's
I look
chilling
around
out.
Like, I can't take much more from this thing.
Yeah. Dro, you're up over there, huffing and puffing.
Let's take my back to the corner of the mesa and kind of run along and pop out real quick and take a pop shot with the arrow as I pull a quiver.
At
Arrow
the
out of
giant?
quiver. Yes.
All right, go for it.
And I believe this giant is engaged with Rostos.
Yeah.
Sneaky tag.
Ooh, Ranger Rogue.
16 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
13 damage.
Okay.
And then
So you hit it right in one of its, right in the wound. It just sort of developed from birthing another head. And it hits it pretty good, and it's going to let out a little...
So I just like kind of run out to shoot and then run back to the cover of the 10-foot mesa. And DM, I'm not entirely sure, is bonus action to take a potion or is it at a full action?
I'll call that a bonus action. I like bonus action for potions, personally.
To take it by yourself?
Yeah.
Do you think like bonus action taken by yourself, action to feed it to someone?
That's what I like,
That's kind of
because
what
I
we
feel like
played
that,
with.
yeah. That's what we've always done at the table anyways, right?
Yeah,
Agreed.
I mean,
No.
because none of us
At the
have ever
Chicago
played
table.
Yeah, because none of us ever played the rogue.
We've always had
thief.
action as potion.
No.
Yeah.
Action to
I
give.
think it depends on
Action to
which
give
one
a
of us
potion to
do
somebody
it.
else.
I
So
think it depends.
action's always been a potion, and then we've had potions that were able to be used as bonus actions.
Maybe we
Yeah,
should
I
table
gave
this
potions as
discussion and
bonus
talk
actions.
about it as a.
It was like teas and stuff like that.
Well,
As
all
a,
right,
as
then.
a Patreon.
Well, then I will just use my bonus action to hide.
I'll defer to the table on that one. I always thought that we agreed that potions would be bonus actions.
I will.
If they're to yourselves, but if I'm misremembering that.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like I can pound a beer and swing a sword at the same time. So,
I vote yes that you can take them as an action or a bonus action. You have to action.
I
feed
just
them.
don't see why like a good ranger rogue
Why wouldn't
who's
you have them
level
on your
5.
belt? Why wouldn't you have them on your belt just to be like?
Yeah, who's a Underdark dweller could not shoot a fucking thing, run off. You didn't even take a second attack or anything. Run off and then pound one. I'm cool with that.
Jackie Chan in real life is able to fucking pound alcohol while drunk and fighting, then yes, I agree.
Jackie Chan in real life, meaning the movie he made.
Yeah, it's real life.
I think that like
it's more real than D&D.
Also, you
that's all
all
I'm
base
saying.
all D&D off of like obscure martial arts movies.
Yeah, 'cause they're
Master is
cool.
not
Yeah.
as obscure as fucking
No, a crippled Avengers.
Crippled
No,
Avengers.
you're right. You're right.
That's
You're
All right, why don't we
Jackie
just
Chan
do?
is way more
Why don't we just
mainstream.
do bonus action to take it for yourself, action to give it for now?
I like
that's
it.
fine. I'm fine
yeah,
with that.
and also
and then
you're-
I'll use my bonus action to take a potion, and I'll go to the same 10-foot mesa and take cover.
Sweet.
And I believe that's 1d.
So as you shoot that arrow, do you give a toothy thumbs up to Rost?
No, and normally I have my back straight and my bow vertical, and like pull the drawstring to my chest. But this time it's kind of angled. I'm kind of slouched, and it's not pulled back as taut as it normally is.
Taut.
And
that's a good verb.
I believe it. I gain 8 damage. I gain 8
Taut's
life
an adverb.
and pass turn. And DM, could you put me right here, please? On the map in that
You're over there.
shaded of the mesa.
Yeah. So you're over there. On the other side of the mesa where all the action is happening currently. It is now Nico's turn. You are close to King Carlos, and King Carlos is going, you want to climb on me too? Do you want to get up there? You can use me as stairs and walk on me.
Don't worry, I'm very light. No,
I don't
I'll
care.
run
It
up.
doesn't matter.
I'll run up. I'm very light. So it's
Okay. I feel like a doormat.
I will give you salmon as soon as we're done. I'm sorry.
Do you think salmon, you say?
Yes, I'll make sure.
Come
we have salmon
again.
for you. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
Since I'm up the stairs, I will aim at the giant, and the main guy is still alive, right?
They're all alive, baby.
All right, so I'm actually gonna shoot him. I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness on. So I'll hold up my hand, kind of rotate it like a snake image comes out and opens its mouth, and a beam of sickness.
All right, I'll say this: you are right up against the mesa right there, but
Okay.
because of the purple light kind of coming out, you can kind of see where he's at. So I'm gonna say you can attack with your idea of where he's at. You could attack the main caster right now,
Okay.
but not the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm going.
Go for it. Yeah. Can I move you to a spot where you could actually
Yes,
be able to see them?
absolutely.
There we go. There we go. Let's do that. You move over closer
Pretty
towards
close
the
to-
bridge. I'm
pretty
already
close
going
to
to
the
full
giant,
fuck.
though,
Every time
there.
I talk to Jesse now, I fall further into the bullshit Chicago dialect, and I feel like it's a bit. And I'm also scared that it's actually happening to me, like
Well,
having
it's
been
almost your anniversary for
almost
living in
10
Chicago.
years. Yeah.
It's a bad
Over
Chicago
the-
accent
isn't
towards
11?
Chicago kids.
You're also from Detroit.
I was born in Chicago and I lived here.
Moving
I
along.
was
He
15.
lived
Roll
here
your
once or
attack.
twice. Okay, so I was not fucking with the teacher.
Yeah, we're on 10 years next year.
I know.
All right. So,
We talked about this. We're having a party for our we're official Chicago. According to Jesse and TJ, they said if we lived here for 10 years
Straight.
straight. Well, I broke mine. Okay, I lived in Moscow for
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. That's
Yeah.
that's abroad. That's
yeah,
And
yeah.
you came back here for very personal reasons of mine. But
Right. So
Stop that.
So then according to Jesse and TJ and I think others, I think Evan also, but like they said that when we're here for 10 years, we're honorary Chicago. What in God's name was that?
Spooky
Dog
trying
ghost.
to get out of my room.
Oh, nice. The dog's
worst
trying to escape. Listeners, how do you feel about
I
dogs?
was just playing with a toy.
woof woof.
Okay,
Or woof woof.
Jesse, go ahead and do your thing.
All right, Ray of Sickness. Let's go. That is a 13.
Oh, it hits. That's their AC.
Thank fucking God. So that's 2d8. That is 10 damage. And con saving throw they have to do.
What if I don't want to do that saving throw?
I guess you can just save.
Well, they fail.
Fail it.
Failed. So they are poisoned until my next turn.
Fucking God. Guys, can I be honest with you?
You really don't like this campaign anymore?
No, I'm just not having fun. I was having fun.
You got to cut that out. You got to think about what's
We're gonna cut this anyway. Every time that I said that we're not having fun, we're
your
gonna cut-
fun. You know, you got to think about your fun and where your fun's going to come
We're having
from.
fun. We're whooping some
Our
ass.
game, he's just an impartial
Just
judge.
add a second
We
giant.
really want to get in this room and whoop some ass, and that's what we're
Impartial
doing. It
judge
feels pretty
casting
good.
Judgment.
Yeah, last time we had to cut it when Joel was like, "You guys all die," and we're like, "No, we don't." And he's like, "Well, I guess it's like we all revive with full hit points." It's like, I spent my fucking $5 on this pay-to-win game.
Yeah, but that's because the Joltimate Dragon showed up, and Joltimate Dragon is unbeatable in battles.
This has got all the colors. It's a magic card kind of dragon.
He's based off the Jolmanticore, but the Joltimate Dragon is Elliot just fell out of his chair.
TJ, do you like those creatures?
No, I hope every listener listens to this and like, man, that Joel kid sure has like
An ego
a
trip.
very giant ego about himself and naming every monster after himself. His next one-shot character is Joel Korean. It's just old Joel.
The weird thing is about it is that you like it.
No, I loathe it.
All the listeners
Despise
missed
is not
out.
a good
They,
enough
they,
word.
but they missed out when we fought the Joelblins at the beginning of the campaign.
Ooh yeah,
And the fact that
We
we're
never fought
using
Joelblins. We never fought
and then we're
goblins.
playing out of the Jolbiss.
and we're using the platform
And
Joel
this is
20.
where
Yeah,
I
Joel 20 is a
formally
good
qu-
platform.
And
Dude,
Rastos falls down dead
Those
from
Joel Bolds that we
Oh,
fought.
1v1ing this giant.
Do you remember when we fought the
a
Joel
brain
Bolds?
aneurysm.
The
I
Joel-
roll a D6. Oh, I failed. Ooh, brain aneurysm. That's a Minotaur trait. Oh, I'm down.
We fought those Joel Bolds that were really clever. Then we fought the Cajoles that were also really clever.
All right, the Derro Savant is up next. He's standing up. Enough of the bit. He's up next. Unfortunately, he is looking at now Nico and Rastos, and he does have one more little thing up his sleeve. You all see what's happening. You see the lightning gathering around.
Oh fuck!
Yep.
And is
and-
the giant swinging down from the ledge above us?
Oh, he's down next to you. I'm sorry, I haven't moved over there, but yeah, he's down next to you. He's gonna cast his last. Oh wait, no, he cannot cast that. He ran out, so he has to cast Chromatic Orb at level 1, which should be fine as long as Joel 20 can load this shit. Ooh.
It's a spell attack, right?
Yeah, it's a spell attack.
Oh baby!
Miss.
That even misses
Whiff.
me, which is surprising.
All right, so the guy reaches out his hand. He says, "Deal with this," and then just like this horrible, slow-moving like beach ball kind of comes out of his hand, and you all just like casually step aside, and it just goes whoop and bounces past you all, and he goes, "No!" And you all dodge that shit. Well done.
I'm gonna turn to Rasmus and be like, surely you don't think my magic's that worthless, right?
I look at him like, it's a little better than that. That's terrible.
And he's gonna look at the head Derro, and he's gonna say,
Master, it's not worth it. The whole plan, it's not gonna work.
and the other one's gonna say, he's gonna say,
No, we must serve him. We must make sure that the Dwergar pay.
and then he's gonna say,
No, fuck this.
and the one that you just attacked is going to, or the one that just tried to attack you is going to run away. So none of you are in range, so he's just going to take a dive down the cliffs on the side, and
Could I have reaction spit on that shitty chromatic orb and see it pop?
yeah, that definitely happens. You see, it's just like,
Fire, like a little
There we go.
lava fucking.
yeah, like I guess like because it's chromatic orb, so it's like ice and poison and fire and like leaves come out of it. I don't know, because it's like
Pick
all
one, you
damage
pick
types,
one.
right?
You pick one.
Oh, you pick one?
Yeah.
He didn't pick one though.
Well, me using it.
Yeah, well, that's
how
why.
bad it
That's
is.
why
He's that powerful.
Hey, let me
It
let
literally
us-
was the
hey,
beach
hey,
ball of like the colors going around. It's a boom.
Hey, TJ, let me in on a secret. This guy's kind of suck apparently because y'all are fucking him up. It is the main dude's turn, and he is going to. He is also going to step into place, and he is going to just look at you all, and he's going to say,
Listen, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Someone sent you here, and you're out of your league.
But we're in our element.
I know, you like killing. You like fucking things up. I've seen you do that. You dingered that dude earlier. I saw that. He went like 450 yards that direction. Never seen him before in my life. Nonetheless,
I also like murdering things.
I know, you also clearly like just stabbing things in the back like you did to me. Just, everyone stop. Chill.
and as he says that, the Grulamunga is going to stop, like, writhing in pain, you know, as Rostos' axe is in the middle of it, I guess. And it's just gonna kind of pause there for a second as you're trying to saw.
My foot on his like shin and start pulling my axe out, like looking at the guy talking at the same time, just pulling it out.
Yeah, just slowly pulling out. He kind of lets you pull it out since time
we're
out was
fighting,
called. Yeah,
yeah.
it's time. He called time like in tag,
I'm
right?
standing there's my shoulders droop.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Grulamunga is also, no, but half their side is bleeding out, and there's again viscera falling from their insides.
Doing one of these.
Who sent you here? This is what the main Derro.
Hey, tell us your name.
We met before. My name is Cade. Maybe it's Cad. Maybe it's Cod. I'm pretty sure it's Cade. My name's Cade.
Sick. That's a cool name, man, but you fucked up. You signed up for this first, huh?
I signed up. This is how long have you been in Grackle stuck? I'm just guessing.
Long enough to hate a lot of Duragar.
Yeah, we hate Duragar too.
Well, looks like we're on the same page. What are we doing here, Cade? Cade?
Let's go with Cade.
All right, Cade. What are we doing here?
What
Seems
are you
very-
talking about? We don't hate the Durgar. We hate them. They're trying to kill everything.
Hey, man, I hate the Duragar a lot.
I hate everyone pretty much here.
Yeah, we hate everyone here. Listen, can we just come up? Let's parlay up here.
All right, you know what? Let's just parlay up here.
And he's going to tell the big giant with two heads to stand down.
Hey, man, what's your giant's name?
Grulamunga.
Oh, that's a cool name. This is King Carlos. Carlos, come up here.
No, don't invite the bears. They might have a grudge against me. All right, so let's all talk this over. Clearly, you all know why you're here. Or you're here for a reason. I don't know if you know why you're here, but you all need to tell me what the fuck you want, what the fuck is going on.
We want an egg.
I'm just gonna stay hidden where I am.
Actually, I'm not gonna talk at all. We want to. I start scratching my head and kick some rocks down to the other mesa.
So at this point, your rage is definitely gone. Then
Yeah, it takes
and the electricity is definitely gone from Flamenzunga as well. Okay, so yeah, your rage is gone since you're having a parlay, is what you suggested as a barbarian in the middle of a rage. Well played, TJ. And Cade is gonna say,
An egg. What do you mean, egg?
I'm gonna let someone with a little more brain power handle this.
Nico?
Hello, I'm Nico, and I'll immediately cast Ray of Sickness on him.
all right,
Right in the face.
roll with
Like,
advantage.
Right in the face.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out the dice for this one.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck yes. That's a crit 20.
Oh, dude, just you know what? Just describe your kill.
look at it.
Let's not.
Glory.
Yeah. That's
Once
badass.
again, walk up to
so
this thing.
let's rewind it a couple seconds back. Nico, do you go back? Let's go back to Nico. Hi, my name is Nico, and then describe what exactly happens.
So I say, hi, my name is Nico, and I'll immediately just like reach out to handshake and just move my palm upwards and just cast it right into its face.
But what does that look like when you cast it?
So it's basically like as I move my finger up, it kind of like makes a cursive like thing, and you see like a snake mouth like right in the front.
Oh, cool.
And just and then this ray of like this
What color
like,
is
this green, like acid looking. It's like dripping as I cast it.
Badass. So a big old snake comes in, and the snake kind of comes to life and just goes through the Derro, just straight goes through and then dissipates. But then you just see him, because this ray of sickness, right? He just starts vomiting everywhere. His head starts spinning around and just exorcist fucking puking everywhere. He starts shitting his brains out. He shits so hard he kind of levitates off the ground a little bit. You start seeing intestines coming from his butt. His esophagus comes from his mouth. His eyes again pop. Once again, you're all getting used to the ray of sickness treatment that Nico puts
And
on
also,
people.
once again, as he dies, you see some of his life force come back into me.
Okay.
That's when
And everyone sees that.
necromancy spells.
I look at that. I look at the giant, and I go, "Oh my god!"
Holy shit.